People. I just want to say public service announcement. The video starting an hour later than scheduled. The Man United game had me falling asleep, even though it wasn't boring. Man's just tired. But yeah, let's get the show started. You know that guy's voice? Hamza. He's going to be joining us very, very soon. We got Bice in the house. We got Rakesh in the house. We got Ray. Why am I saying Ray? We got Jay, R-rated R in the house.
Also known as Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
One and only Ray.
We're the ones.
You know what? Today I'm having holler after holler. And then we also got Steve in the house, the Newcastle fan. Who are we missing? We got a Man City fan who's going to be coming through. We got a Chelsea fan in the house. Who are we missing? We got a Liverpool fan. We got an Arsenal fan.
I'm not sure Bice is willing to admit to being a Chelsea fan. I'm not sure I'm willing to admit to being a Liverpool fan right now.
Who's the
proudly Newcastle is what it is.
What's the club that's going to be missing?
United.
Liverpool?
Chelsea.
United.
Oh, yeah. Shit, never mind.
United are going to be missing in action. But you know what? They're going to be happy because the United boys, they beat Everton 3-1 today. Did anyone watch the game?
I watched bits of it.
I did watch the game.
Listen, hold on. Listen, can I just say something? Igal, one thing before you say this guy in the bottom corner. He keeps calling me Titi, and I am so much better looking than Titi. Like so. I'm gonna start abusing you. Yeah, if you keep going, you need to drop this before we get you kicked and banned. Sorry, Igal, carry on.
Is it good old Jack?
It's M. It's M calling me Titi.
M, you gotta behave, bro. M,
yeah, man.
Listen, all I gotta say is, did you guys notice? What do you call it? Connor Cody did the Jagielka special. A goal and
own goal and a goal.
Yeah.
A brace. The Jagielka brace. Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, let's get the show started. Bice, man, how you doing, man? You haven't said a word yet.
He's left.
He's left. Oh, he's still here. He's here.
He's here.
Hey, what's up?
You good?
Bice, you doing good, man?
I'm depressed.
You look cold.
You know what? You're lucky. Chelsea is going to be saved until later in the show. We're going to start with Liverpool because they're a little bit more in the mud than you guys are because their expectations are a little bit higher. Let's be honest, Bice. Their expectations
No, you gotta be honest. Chelsea are 10th, you know.
Bro.
It's okay.
When was the last time Chelsea
they need to trust the process. They have a new manager. I've always given them time. Personally, Todd Boehly, he's out here spending ridiculous money.
Always giving them time. You didn't give your own manager time. What are you talking about?
Todd Boehly
all of a
is
sudden
the chief negotiator. Listen, guys, Todd Boehly is the chief negotiator. He told that Enzo Fernandez deal is going to be worth 125 million. On the day that they told him to pay the money, he only paid 80. So let's see if that deal collapses. When it comes to the Mudryk deal, we don't know if Chelsea are even serious about the Mudryk deal.
Bro, we don't want that guy, bro.
Okay.
You can pay 100 mil or you can leave.
Leo been commenting on the Reece James post for the past 2 months, bro. What are we doing?
Yo, how can we talk about Chelsea for 1 second though? How is Reece James, a right back, so influential to Chelsea? It makes no sense.
Bro. Have you seen Aspilicueta play football, bro?
He was good like 4 years ago.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's been here 4 years too long.
That's why Barcelona want him.
What is Jack Napier just comes in with the outlandish statements every time.
Bro.
Anyways, continue.
Let's talk about Liverpool, man. Let's talk about Liverpool. Fuck Chelsea.
All right, let's go straight into Liverpool. Rakesh, there is a well-known Liverpool fan on Kopish named Callum who was asked, "Are Liverpool in the mud?" And he said, "No, we're in the pool."
Oh my Lord.
So what do you?
We're in the what? What did Callum say? They're in the
poopy.
I mean, we're in the shit. The same thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, same shit, different term. Yeah, we are in deep trouble. We're in the shit. We are not playing well. I wasn't sure that the whole World Cup break. I know people were hopeful, and I was hopeful, but I didn't think necessarily that would solve the issue, and it hasn't solved the issue. We still are. There are big gaps in our midfield, and that's leaving our defence exposed. And it's just not looking good, man. It's not looking good. I'll be absolutely honest. We need reinforcements. Obviously, Gakpo comes in, but I don't think Gakpo necessarily moves the needle in terms of the biggest areas of need. I think Caicedo may, but right now I'm wondering whether. Thanks for reminding me of that. Whether one person is going to do enough. I have concerns about it because we're not the same team at the moment. We're capable of great performances. We've seen a few great performances this season, but our average level is just way down.
So, anyone want to begin with Liverpool?
Yeah, I mean, they're not very good. I don't know what else to say. Like,
yeah,
who's to blame for the situation?
I personally have a theory on Liverpool, which is a bit, I think I dropped it a couple of months ago, and I said that Klopp, the more control that Liverpool have, Klopp has. It's like the team that Liverpool put together was a great team. You had Michael Edwards, you had Klopp. Everyone came together, and everyone did the right thing at the right time. When they needed to spend big, they spent big. They built a great squad. I just think Liverpool sometimes have forgotten where they came from. That Liverpool are a data club. The fans try and pretend that we need to spend this and we need to. No. In my lifetime, Liverpool's most successful era is when they've got the strategy right, the data right, and they've brought in good players at good valuations. Last summer, they wanted Tchouaméni. They didn't get Tchouaméni. They normally, in previous windows, have had a plan B. Yeah, they've started recently in the more recent windows being like, is this person or nobody? But the problem is that I remember when I was a Spurs fan and Spurs went through that period when they had a really.
What fan are you now?
I'm a Tottenham Hotspur. I'm a Conte stan. I'm a Tottenham fan. I'm a Conte stan. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I remember when I was a Spurs fan.
I remember when I was a Spurs fan, and we had that thing, and we wouldn't strengthen the first team. And Liverpool need to just look at the team now and be like, we need better players. How much better players is perceptional? Do you know what I mean? As in, like, it's a question of, do you want to wait for a Bellingham? Do you want a Nunez? Do you want a Caicedo? Like, as in, what's the level that Liverpool are willing to accept to upgrade the midfield, considering a number of midfielders can upgrade the midfield? I don't know if Klopp's being stubborn, because if Bellingham doesn't go in the summer, then I'm not sure what Liverpool are doing then. What have they been waiting for? They waited for Tchouaméni, he didn't come. They waited for Bellingham, he doesn't come. Like, I just don't know what strategy they're doing at the moment.
Can Liverpool afford Bellingham Rock? Because at this point, he's going to cost an absorbent amount of money.
I think the issue is without Champions League football, it becomes quite difficult. Arsenal in the last 4 seasons, do you know how much Arsenal have lost?
If I'm not mistaken, last year we lost 60-something million. So
in the last 4 years, Arsenal have lost £240 million. Right? And yet you've managed, but you've in the loans and the money that you've borrowed and the loss that you've made, you've strengthened your team. So we can still invest, and this is what in general, I've been quite positive about a lot of the stuff the owners have done. Not everything; they've made huge mistakes as well, but I think they've run the club pretty well. The issue that I have is that at a time, I understand around COVID, there was lots of issues around, clubs losing money and things like that. But at the same time, when you have a business, sometimes you also need to invest in that business and push the boat out a little bit more and take a little bit more risk. And that's what they haven't done. And I think that's ultimately kind of cost us a little bit in terms of where we are in terms of stock and squad strength.
Okay.
A lack of evolution, essentially.
1 second, Rakesh. I feel like you're holding back a little bit. Release the handbrake. Is this the end of an era?
What do you want me to say?
Psycho, manager, and
that's true.
And do you feel like this team can be salvaged to get more success before you have to refresh everything and break it all apart?
Honestly, if you asked me this question 2 months ago, I would have said yes. Right now, I'm not sure, and I think that's pretty. I mean, some people are throwing their toys out of the pram completely and saying we're done. I don't think it's as clear cut as that. But we certainly need strength in a few positions. I would say if we strengthen in 2 or 3 positions, we can be back near the top. Certainly in midfield, we could do with legs. I mean, everyone's seen the pressing numbers. We're significantly down on pressing. That's been Klopp always talks about pressing being or Gengen press being the main playmaker. We create loads of chances and we dominate teams because we not only are good with the ball, we're good without the ball. Right now, we're not good without the ball, and teams can play through us. I don't think how well we played last season and how well we're playing this season. With the right additions, I think we can get back to that kind of level.
Okay, Rakesh.
I think what you guys need. Sorry, do you want to go, Galler?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Rakesh, the game that we all witnessed, and Bice is still hiding for some reason. Bice, we're talking about other clubs. Don't worry. Come out.
Bice knows we're talking about him next.
I'm depressed, bro.
Why are you depressed? You lost to Man City. We all knew you were gonna.
It's okay, bro. It's Man City.
That happens.
But look, I'm just gonna say this game right here was it wasn't even about the shots or anything. It was the fashion that these guys conceded. What was it, 4 or 5 goals in the game? 2 of them were called off.
They've been beating themselves the entire season. And that's the difference, bro. It takes them to mess themselves up. You see what I'm saying? The only people they can look at and say that's the reason for our failure is themselves. That's the difference. That's the thing. At least they have a clear. Liverpool's problem is so clear. It is so very clear to every single person. This is why the fans are so upset with the manager for constantly glossing over or trying to undermine the issues. Every game they play, the glaring positions that they need working gets picked on every single game. They can't say it's a lie. That right central midfield area, they start to flood it. Teams have started to flood it and start to try to initiate attacks from that area. Liverpool. The right back area, we want to say it's liable, whatever. It is decently covered. However, the lack of confidence from the right central midfield, all they need is another body. You outnumber them on that right hand side. Then when you look in attack, they're not really worried about the Darwin Núñez pace is, you know what I mean? It is what it is. He gets in behind fine. His positioning is very, very good. He's aware. However, his finishing, glaring. We can say give him like 20 chances, he'll probably score 2, but is he getting 20 a game? We're not talking about over a period of time, we're talking a game.
I think we also miss the fact that Nunez doesn't really get involved in build-up play, and in the past we had Bobby.
But in the summer, this is what everybody was talking about, though.
Sure.
You know what?
He's not gonna be involved in that. I told you guys. Remember every time I talk about strikers, bro.
Let me bring Jay into this. Jay, Nunez is being compared to Harry Kane in the sense that he's doing all the work. But the difference between Kane and him. 1 second. Let me land. The reason why he's getting compared to Harry Kane.
No, you say let me land. Sometimes you shouldn't be allowed to land. Stay in the air. You stay in the air, bro.
I can't land, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, talk to me.
White boys. No, you stay in the air. You find them at the airport. That's what you need to do,
or you're gonna crash.
Yeah, that's
Who
what
allowed that
I
plane
have
to
no
take
issue
off,
with the
bro?
guy
What's the
crashing
thing?
in the field.
Talk to me about Nunez.
No, not like that. Not like, come on.
But who allowed that plane to take off? We're worried about the wrong
Listen.
All I'm gonna
this is
say
not-
about Nunez,
Guys,
is someone who
let's not lie,
follows
let's not lie.
Benfica. Nunez struggled his first year, and second year he started banging. So maybe it'll happen again. That's all I gotta say about Nunez.
Steve, Nunez also overshot his
I work
XG
with
as well.
1 second. I work with a Liverpool fan who told me verbatim he would have Nunez over Gabriel Jesus, over 90% of the strikers in the league except for Haaland and Kane. And I'm like, why?
Nunez and Jesus.
He's like, Nunez fundamentally does everything right. Only thing is he doesn't finish.
Well, where was
exactly?
Where was this flexibility for Werner? Oh, my boy Jack Napier's got a new nickname for me. Rated retard. Well, I mean, that's a bit harsh.
Come on.
I'm the only one with special needs on
that's
the
a bit harsh,
Yo,
isn't it, Jack?
every week.
Jack.
That guy's
Come on,
on to you still.
Bro, listen, bro, Jack hates me. Are you hyped for January transfer window? I don't block him. Bring him back. We just reached the common ground. Me and
common ground. Yeah, I was about to say
it's a new year.
You asked me a rational question without abuse.
You guys are bringing this beef from last year to this year.
I felt like fucking Coach Carter.
You guys brought this beef from 2022 to 2023.
Jack
Napier is a menace to society at times.
He is a menace to society.
Really?
How is he bringing this beef into the room?
Bias, do you feel that there's a fluidity and an unfairness that's given to Nunez that was not levied on Werner, who performed in a similar way, creating chances, causing that nuisance, but Werner was labelled a flop.
People can. You know, one thing I'll say about Timo Werner is this: you can bring up at least 8-9 games where he showed up and was the reason why we won those games.
Yep.
So far, Darwin Núñez, does he have a game like that? Does he have a standout game where he's the reason you won?
Away to Fulham.
So are we saying Timo Werner over Nunez?
No.
Bro,
listen, Darwin Núñez
I saw Timo Werner help me destroy Real Madrid.
Darwin Núñez has not flopped yet, right?
It's too early to say he's a flop.
Not yet.
He hasn't had the best start. We will see where he finishes.
Yeah.
Timo Werner is a categorical flop.
Amen.
I'm not sure.
He was.
Well, the thing
Let me tell you why.
if he's left and gone, now that means we can judge his time now because he's left and gone.
Yeah.
So
and it
it's a
has
slightly different
context.
context. I think that Bice is applying here.
I want to just make this clear.
But that's what I'm saying. Nunez is not a flop yet.
Of course not. No, far too early to call him a flop.
He could become a flop. Absolutely, he could become a flop.
Do you remember Forlan? Very similar. It could be a Forlan arc. Do you remember Forlan when he first came?
Interesting.
I don't care what anybody says. The man won a European trophy with Chelsea. He won multiple European trophies. He also won the Champions League, and he was a crucial part to help them win that Champions League.
Yeah, he was. He was a big player in that.
Based on that alone, you can say he never hit the heights. But in my opinion, to call him,
I don't think. All right, fine. Flop might.
Okay. Egal. Are Chelsea fans happy that he's gone? Yes. Is he happy that he's gone? Yes.
Wait.
I don't think they're happy that he's gone. I think Chelsea fans thought he was going to get improved.
You guys are assuming though. Can the Chelsea fans speak? Listen, bro. Guys were campaigning for Timo Werner to leave. Let me tell you why we were. It got to a point where, let me tell you why we were working with him. When he first came, we worked with him. Fair enough. That second season, we said, you know what? When he doesn't play good, he gets dropped. Fairly so. And he's one of those players, he understands. Like he'll say, yo, I didn't play good. I understand why I'm dropped. He even came out and said, yo, I don't understand why the fans like me so much when I'm playing terrible football. He said it. He said, I don't get the look. He literally said, I don't understand why they still like me. Because I'm missing. He hit the post. He hit both posts on the crossbar in a singles game against Southampton, bro. We knew he was playing bad. The thing was, it's the high volume of chances that he was getting. Like people were saying, Chelsea don't create for the strikers. He was getting it almost every at least 3 chances a game. And don't tell me that he couldn't score one. He wasn't scoring at all. So yeah, we wanted him gone. Now we're looking back and now I seen guys doing revisionism on the timeline. Oh, I miss Timo Werner. To have the same headaches again. Because, and somebody said something to me, Bice. At least when Timo wasn't scoring, there's times when he'll assist. Or there's times when his runs would pull a defender or so and somebody would try to get the second chance. If that's what you want, if that's what you're looking at, fair enough. However, the long-term stress was not worth it, man. It wasn't worth it. So I'm glad he's gone. People was trying to bring up his numbers the other day. Looking back at his numbers now, he's been mid. And rightly so. I love it.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? For now, we're gonna just park that and let's move past the Liverpool thing. But before we go any further,
can I just say about Darwin Núñez? Look, Look,
yeah.
I hope he comes good. I hope it works out for him. No, we'll see. Because look, he's also come into a pretty dysfunctional team. It's not easy to not adapt to a new league, a new team, a team which is stuttering and just is nowhere near the team we've been.
You lost your identity completely.
Yeah, I mean, I think
you lost your identity. I don't recognize Liverpool now.
No, but Steve, be fair, because Liverpool have got a lot of injuries. I always think. I always say, listen, if and Spurs actually have this similar issue. You take the Jotas and the Diazes out of your team. The Firmino's been injured a lot. They've not got the options, and it's exacerbating the central midfield issue because they haven't got that creativity and variety up front that they've had. So I think as well, once they have all the players back, that's not going to fix the holes in the midfield.
And it's also not going to make them less injury prone. Liverpool's best players are injury prone.
But I think they can score more goals and they can, almost like in a Brendan Rodgers kind of style, outscore the opposition. But they need some of their big shooters. And the Nunez thing for me is he's missing big chances at 0-0s, at 1-0 down. I think he's costing them points at this point. So for me, it's a bit more serious than saying he's not a flop at all. But at the moment, he is costing them games. He's costing them points, in my opinion.
You know what?
Yeah, I mean,
I like Jimmy's point here. He says rating a player 6 months into a season is a bit mad. I understand everyone's points, but personally, I think he will be good for us. I would say, though, Nunez is more of a threat than Mo Salah right now, and that's a fair point.
Salah's been invisible ever since he got that contract extension. I'm gonna keep it real. In my opinion,
based on his standards, he's been poor.
So we're saying Salah's another big contract bandit, yeah.
Yep.
Not yet.
It's too early to judge, but what we've seen so far, yeah, you could.
But Igal, I'm just trying to tell Ultra. He's saying that he's not costing you games. I'm saying if your striker is not scoring the big chances he's being presented when the game's 0-0, when you're 1-0 down and things like that, that's his job. His job isn't to be a nuisance. His job is to score goals. So to me, he is kind of costing you games at this moment in time.
You don't spend 85 million for someone to come cause chaos, bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Go get Traore then. Go get Traore if you want chaos.
Smiling because chaos is a
buzzword for his fan base.
There's a reason. Chaos is a buzzword for his fan base right now. Smiling, bro.
There's a reason why they bought
guys like that, man.
Because they need
don't do that, bro.
They needed to buy a striker, but also you guys need to hit the like. There's 31 people in the chat right now. Do me a favor, hit that like button. We don't even have 20 likes yet. But now we have a choice, people. Let me know. Do you want to talk about Chelsea? Do you want to talk about Tottenham? Or do you want to talk about Arsenal, Newcastle? Let me know in the chat what you guys want to talk about. In the meanwhile, I'm just gonna ask you guys if you guys watch any of these other games. Let me know what you did. You watch Everton, Brighton? Because Brighton absolutely.
Bro, I don't watch anything with the word Brighton in it any fucking minute.
I watched.
I did watch Everton.
The highlights.
Wait. Why are you discriminating against the Southerners?
Bro, I care zero about Brighton right now.
I
don't want to see anything Brighton related.
You should be caring about.
I don't want to see anything Brighton that Brighton comes out with. I don't even want to see a Brighton shirt. I don't want to see even if it's something that said, I don't care. I don't even want to see the word
even a seagull across the line for you.
Why?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I don't live close to the sea anymore. It's a good thing I don't live close to the sea anymore.
And Cucurella.
No, that guy's amazing. That guy's different.
Man.
But he's Brighton.
No. He's Chelsea.
You know
he used to be
Brighton. Like that.
But what was the score in the Leeds West Ham game?
2-2.
And then Southampton Nottingham Forest was 1-0.
It was 1-0 Forest. Yeah.
So what league winning 2-0?
I could have sworn somebody
Rodrigo.
was winning 2-0.
No, it was 2-2. It was 2-2. I watched the game.
Leeds were up 2-0, and then West Ham came back, and then you also had Aston Villa Wolves end in a draw. So there was a bunch of entertaining games this past week in the Premier League.
Entertaining.
I was going to just say that Frank Lampard is on his last legs. If Frank Lampard
bro, I told you already about Lamps, bro.
He's on his ass, yeah.
He outlasted Gerrard. That's all I needed from him. I'll get the hell out of this league, bro. Tidy.
Now Scholes has to.
Why don't you like Lampard? He helped build that Champions League winning team.
Listen, I'll give him credit. In the Champions League, he was amazing as well.
Wait, Ajax you won. It was a Valencia.
But bro,
Ajax,
he had me 9th place, and I was looking down the abyss, bro. I think we were 9th and projected to finish 13th, bro.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So everyone has Lampard getting sacked, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on his ass.
If he lives past this season, they need to do an all or nothing, and they need to study that rise stuff that the whole years on that club, because it's ridiculous. It needs to be studied in colleges all over the world.
Okay. Now let's talk about Man City versus Chelsea. Hamza's here. Now we can talk about Man City Chelsea. Let's talk about Man City.
Let's not talk about it, bro.
I think Hamza wants to talk about Man City.
Do you know what I mean? Like, hello, Hamza. I hope you're well. Like, no, I'm tired of being treated like a B-list celebrity when Hamza comes in. It's like, oh, Hamza's here. Let's talk about City. Like, no. I'm like, come on, guys. But welcome, Hamza. I saw you went to the game.
Spurs, though.
Nah. I'm happy to talk about City. Hamza went to the game. Obviously, go on, Hamza. What did you think of the match?
Oh, you're on mute.
He said, you guys will have to wait for my entrance. You guys wait.
He tried to unmute himself and he logged off.
Hamza's world, and we're all living in it.
That's it, man. That's it.
Listen,
I didn't think City were that good against Chelsea. I just thought Chelsea were more toothless.
First half, Chelsea had some life to them.
No, I think the Chelsea kids played well, but that's the kind of game when those kids play well on adrenaline and running. Play those same kids against experienced professional teams
like Dan Burn. Dan Burn.
Kepa needs to be investigated, guys. Did you see what he did?
Bro, that guy's obviously he was linking up with Ivan Toney, bro. That guy had to bet on the game. I promise you.
That 365 merchants. Yeah.
This guy is disgusting, bro. Everybody's blaming Cucurella. Can you believe it? Cucurella should be doing better. You saw did you see the angle?
Yeah, Kepa got up all wide.
He got there. He didn't even have to stretch. All he had to do was just stick a hand out.
Bro, he went down to pray and then just moved to the side. That's all Kepa did. He didn't even stick his arms out. He literally just knelt.
I honestly don't think I've seen a more shocking thing. This has to be match fixing. Like, there's no logical explanation.
It reminds me of Karius and Benzema, bro.
I don't know if it was on that level. It's not on that level.
It's what?
Explain to me how he doesn't get the ball.
It wasn't even like a ball with like a bunch of. It wasn't a bunch of power on it either. It was
he stopped it, bro. It's on that Karius level, bro. He got there and put his hands back.
You
Yeah.
can't tell me he didn't want that goal to go in.
Bro, everybody's looking at
bro,
it's saved. Look at everybody's like, that's calm.
Shove Chelsea into match fixing.
Chelsea? Bro, this guy's betting for himself. Bet 365.
Articles itself are saying fans accusing Kepa of match fixing.
Oh, of course, they should investigate him, bro.
Damn. Wow.
They should investigate him, G.
That's crazy.
Listen, enough about that for a second. Let's talk about the actual game, though. Man City were not that good. Chelsea
They were.
They were good in the second half.
Did you guys see the 15 minutes where Chelsea couldn't get to the halfway line with the ball?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
City played a silly formation in the first half.
Bro.
3-1-2-4 or something.
Yeah, I'm on City sorted the formation.
Pep is mocking us, bro. You know why he's mocking us?
To be fair, Chelsea did all right considering they had no attack.
Bro, he's mocking us, bro. This guy went 3 at the back. He tried out new tactics and formations against us.
That's funny. Bro. That is true. He did try a new tactic.
It was like a training. It was like a training.
When has he ever played at 3 at the back?
A friend.
He's never done it before.
Okay, so obviously, well, he took off Kyle Walker and Cancelo and put Ake left back and Rico Henry right back.
Rico Henry's a baller, by the way.
That kid is special, he's special, but
he's fantastic.
So Sterling off within 5 minutes. Our medical team is a joke. Christian Pulisic, that guy is just injury prone. I don't want anybody to blame the medical team on him. He is injury prone.
Even at Borussia Dortmund, it was the same story.
He is
so frustrating.
Like,
so fucking frustrating.
It's disgusting. Like our medical, like we replaced everybody in terms of recruiting and sporting, and we choose not to acknowledge the medical team. We have 10 players listed injured.
The Sterling injury, he got stepped on, right?
10 players injured.
Right.
10.
That ain't normal.
No.
Aubameyang sub.
He got subbed on and off, bro. This guy was a myth the entire game. Cardio. Sterling
on.
injured. Sterling, Chilwell, Broja. Sterling, Chilwell, Broja. What? Reese. Kante, Fofana, Loftus-Cheek. Who else?
How was Loftus-Cheek still?
Mendy.
Mendy's out.
They've got what's his called as well? Broja.
Broja's out for an ACL. Yep.
What is it? You're just naming
so Fofana.
Yeah, these are first team players.
Yeah, no, Chelsea. I saw the Chelsea team that was injured. The whole team, as in the team that was injured. It's a 10. It's a good 11.
It's a whole other side.
It's like an 11 that could challenge for top 7. That's how good the 11 is.
If I'm not mistaken, Hamza tweeted this out. Let me see it. Where is it? Yo, Hamza, you there? Yeah, this is what he said.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good 11.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's 10.
7, 8, 9.
You could argue that 11 is better than the 11 that played.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that is. It is.
Bro, Kante, Broja, Reece James, Chilwell.
Kante's too injury prone nowadays, though.
Did I see that Chelsea giving him a 3-year contract?
He hasn't played. He hasn't played consistent football since like 2019.
Bro, can I ask a genuine question? How the hell is a right back your best player and your most influential piece in your attack and your defense? It's crazy.
I don't know.
It's not that he's the best player, right? And that everything is predicated on him. However, when you look at it, right, they do channel down that right hand side a lot, where he is.
Yeah,
he's very solid, excellent in transition, perfect strike on the ball, a top passer as well. Very physical, comes into the midfield, adds numbers. His IQ, his ability to link up with his winger, his ability to play out of the press. He's immense. He's just immense. The midfield ain't strong enough to hold up on their own. Our midfielders rather go back than go forward. He's one of the only guys who consistently plays the ball forward in our team.
Yeah, progression.
So when you don't have progressive plays, like, did you guys see that video, that Kai Havertz chance where he went back instead of trying to play it through to the guy that's in front of him?
When the guy made the run and he had to play it, but he just couldn't field. Yeah.
you think Reece James looks up and sees that and doesn't play the part? We say Hakim Ziyech had a stinker of a game.
But by the same token, look at how much pressure you're putting on your right back. This is your right back.
It's not but
it's
one less area to worry about.
True.
Can I
but for me, Bice, for me, just speaking on Chelsea, is that this is what happens when you're buying. There's lots of good players in world football now. Lots. The difference between a good player, a very good player, and a very good player in a system that's designed for him, that's the last one. The very good player in a system that he's meant to perform in. Chelsea don't have any of that. So whoever Chelsea buy right now, they don't have a system.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Chance.
Your fans are pointing this out.
Tell me.
I don't know
what do you do in that situation? Don't you just pass it to the guy in front of you who's in space?
Yeah.
He chooses this guy over here on the that we see. That's not even in the picture yet. He's not in the picture yet. He's coming up. So he dribbles. See, now the guy comes into the frame. He's gonna pass it right there.
Jeez. The chance is gone.
Chance completely gone. Completely gone.
So this is the kind of stuff they're dealing with,
bro. But not just that. All right, when Reece James doesn't play, and Azpilicueta comes up, Azpilicueta was on, and they were focusing everything on almost like Cucurella. Remember, Cucurella had Bernardo Silva on that side, KDB, and Kyle Walker on the same side, trying to stop them three beasts, bro, on his ones. All they did was put Jack Grealish on in the second half.
Yeah, and Mahrez.
I'm talking about for Azpilicueta to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Grealish. He was getting cooked. He did decent, but let's be real. This guy, once Jack Grealish got on the ball, there was no way you're saying, all right, Azpi's going to win that tackle.
Right.
Everybody saying, why is the winger not running back to help him?
Yo, when are we gonna talk about these two though? When are we gonna talk about Graham Potter and Todd Boehly also?
Bro.
Well, the thing is like, Vice, just on this, I want to concede that I thought Potter. I like Potter. Everyone knows I like Potter.
You were his biggest supporter when we got him.
I'm a big supporter. But the
I like Potter too.
But the problem with Potter's but the problem with Potter is that he's brought this mid-table mentality, and I thought he was going to step it up.
That's true. You could frame it that way.
I wonder.
No, but the thing, Bice, is like
this would happen.
Be honest. Coming? No, Bice, what I'm saying is I didn't expect this manager to be coming in and still 10 games in be chopping and changing the formation. Like,
I mean, kind of, but the problem is he has to because of the injuries.
That has always been his MO.
Look at what Brighton did this year. There were about 7 different lineups.
At Brighton, they never know where they were going to go. Back 3 or back 4. Remember when he first got there, everybody was like, yo, Chelsea just have to go back to the back 4. They have to.
Yeah.
It's the best bet. Yeah, they look more open, but they have a defensive midfielder there. He should be doing something, right? When we got Zakaria, everybody was saying, yo, I don't know about this Zakaria guy. Remember when I got him, I told every single guy here, probably Steve wasn't here, but I told everybody, listen, guys, don't watch the Juventus stint. You know what I mean? This ain't Chiesa who this ain't Chiesa. We have examples. Kulusevski leaves, what happens?
Allegri has 0 talent ID. So
Zakaria's gone. Everybody's like, he's not. Potter's the one seeing him. He's shit, and that's why he's not playing. Tell me, has Zakaria done anything that jumps off the page, the field, or jumps off the page to your eyes? No,
he was actually decent though.
But hold on, what does he do well?
I thought he was
what
quite
does he do well
yesterday.
The basics, the absolute basic. Picks off the pass. He makes that extra tackle.
You need those guys in your team.
He comes in when he's supposed to. He gets out the way when he's supposed to. And he can break a line with a pass on his own. So
listen, I will believe
decent defensive midfielder. Now Kovacic doesn't have to sit back every time.
I like Zakaria. I like Zakaria a lot. I think he's. I mean, to be honest, again, you need a guy.
Imagine if Chelsea had bought that elite defensive midfielder that everybody was screaming for them to sign over the last 2-3 years.
Chouameni.
You know what?
Imagine.
I'm just gonna say this, bro. When it comes down to Chelsea, I personally think you guys need time. I know
I'm
Jay
tired
has
of
already
speaking
spoken
about this manager.
I think Jay has already spoken about this, that you need time. Rakesh, I don't know where you stand
It's
on
not
it.
about time.
No,
When Thomas
no,
Tuchel was
hold on.
Let me tell you why.
Let Jay say his thing.
Okay, because the thing is like what I'm just trying to say is it's not just about time. It's about the strategy that you've got, and it's like the players you're buying, and the players you're buying. For me, like there's not one player. Hold on, there's not one player that Chelsea have bought so far where I'm like, yeah, I would love to have him at Tottenham.
Fofana.
Even Fofana. There's other players out there. If Michael FC spent 75 million on Fofana, I'd be like, what are you doing? That's what I would say. What are you doing? There's better defenders out there for less money than paying 75 million for Fofana.
Let me tell you this.
And you know what? Before we go there, let me.
I'm not even talking about the purchases. Because nobody's going to argue that these guys are bad players. Ain't nobody going to tell me. Nobody can tell me that these guys are bad players. Okay, nobody. When Tommy T was there, and I'm only bringing him up because, he's already gone, and I don't want to go back into the Tuchel Defense League, any of that. When Thomas Tuchel was there, what was the guys were bringing up? This guy has a better win percentage since 2022. Like the league starts in January. Like it starts in January. I told you guys. You guys told me, guys, whatever manager, remember you guys said it. We can go back and we can look. No matter what manager comes, these players are good enough to get top 4 and win football games. That's what is the general consensus. When Thomas Tuchel had them, he said he should be doing better because of the quality of player. When Potter was first linked to us, what did everybody say? Listen. Emotional intelligence degree. He knows how to get guys to buy in. And if he's doing that at Brighton, imagine what he can do with the better quality players that Chelsea have. This guy is every week after a shitty game, the boys gave everything. The lads gave it their all. The boys, you know what he said after that? What was it? Was it Brentford? Or Bournemouth? What game?
Bournemouth. When you played Bournemouth,
he fully said it would have been unfair to Brighton. No, to Bournemouth to walk away with nothing. What? It would have been unfair. They deserved something. What are you guys telling me?
I mean, I hear that from other managers all the time. Are you talking about another manager saying a team deserves?
Okay, have you ever heard Pep say not even that? Because
Eddie Howe. I don't think I've heard Eddie Howe say that.
Have you ever heard Jose Mourinho say the other team deserved to walk away with something today?
Did he say that?
I have no reason to not believe
based on how the other team played. Jay has Jose at his club. Jay, have you ever heard Jose say, after a loss, say the other team deserved to walk away with something because of how they played?
Occasionally, but it's almost in a backhanded way of insulting the players. Like in a place of like you didn't deserve anything.
This guy genuinely means it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, as in, like I've heard the word, so I don't want to be disingenuous and say he's never said specifically that, but not in the context that you mean. He's never said it like that.
This guy has not criticized a single Chelsea player all season.
It's true. And in training, I've heard in training it's very lax, and he's not like grilling players if they're missing.
I don't want to buy into the media because the other Chelsea fans that's in the family, they come for me all the time. They say, "Oh, guys, don't give me anything what these bogus reports say." But there's guys saying players prefer him to Tuchel because what? His training sessions are far less intense.
Yeah.
2,
I'm not gonna lie.
He does a shout on the touchline.
Yeah.
And 3,
he
is very
passive.
It's passive. Open door.
The thing is, right? The biggest problem, or the biggest issue with Chelsea, and the biggest issue I foresaw Chelsea and Chelsea fans having, is the change in the way the club is run, the structure, the expectations, and the time it will take to get this right.
So the only problem I have with that is Newcastle have undergone.
But one sec. The thing is,
right?
It also doesn't tally with the way they recruited in the summer, because they went out and splashed the cash on players that probably weren't Potter-esque players. Really, what they should have done, and I think
Potter wasn't the manager when we bought them.
No, I know. That's what I mean. But they already. I don't believe that they made a decision to get rid of thingies. What to call straight away. In the back of their mind, they were already looking at, if things don't start going well, we need to get somebody else in. Who can we identify? They would have had Potter in the back of their minds at the start of the season.
And the board would have approved players that they thought he could work with also, if anything went wrong.
Exactly. And that's why the recruitment doesn't really make sense. What Chelsea are doing, the backroom staff Chelsea have put in place is correct. In the long run, Chelsea will benefit from the recruitment team they've put in place. They're moving in the right direction. The thing is, you only see matches, right? Igal, are you laughing at me?
No, Bice.
Oh, okay, all right. Because the thing is, we only see individual results, right?
Yeah.
If you said this time last season, Arsenal moving in the right direction, how many people would have said yes?
Right? I wouldn't have.
The thing is, long term, Chelsea are going to be moving in the right direction because they haven't got a multi-billionaire, what's it called, sugar daddy anymore. So what do? You have to recruit smartly. No, I know, but long term, Todd Boehly's not going to be putting this kind of cash in. They want Chelsea to be self-sustainable. They want Chelsea to be
bro. These guys are, bro. Can I ask you a question, bro?
1 second, Weiss. Can I just say this? My man has had connection issues all day. He's been trying to jump in. Let him.
Go on, Hamza, speak, because we don't know how long we're gonna have you before you disconnect again.
Yeah, man. Again, man. No, normally when I'm enjoying my meal, banana.
Oh, what? No bananas today.
Put it away, man. No more bananas and that.
I know about, I'm chasing for the league. Listen, Arsenal fans were telling me, I remember, that you'll be 10 points behind. I remember, you'll be 10 points behind. Yeah, come on Thursday. What are you gonna do about it? I said, listen, I'm not scared. I've been involved in that position so many times, and under pressure, we still show why we're just elite. We're that elite, like top, the greatest probably Premier League team ever is probably Man City. And there's a reason, because they're the only team to have performed like under pressure, getting 100 points, 19. There's no managers would have ever done that, ever. Like, this guy would have smoked Wenger and Alex so bad. Like their reputation would have been damaged. He's so good, and he loves that. And the players that we have just love that pressure. When we came to seeing Arsenal, going to Newcastle, I thought that's a guaranteed 3 points. Guaranteed. I thought, guaranteed. There you are. Guaranteed. Arsenal going to get it. I couldn't believe it. I decided every game I'm watching for Arsenal, every Arsenal game I'm watching, they're winning. I decided, guess what? I swear to God, guess what I did? I decided I'm not watching it. I was refreshing every 15 minutes. Then at 82 minutes, my auntie goes, I said, I've got anxiety.
Arsenal giving you anxiety, Hamza?
It was just a little joke. Let them get
small,
excited.
like indigestion type. No, I hear you.
I knew. And I just see they've crumbled. And I thought, you've crumbled now in January. You've crumbled in January.
You see how they were shouting at the referee, Hamza?
Imagine. Crumbling in January.
Hamza's a genius. Hamza's a genius.
This can't be possible. Imagine you being told you're going to go 10 points clear. A great team will say, listen, we're going to get that time. I thought you're crumbling Newcastle at home. We've given you opportunity. No one has ever been there. No one has ever been there. Never. And listen, they've got the highest point tally ever. You can't bottle this. And I see them drawing. I thought, they said to me, what's going to happen at Chelsea?
Who's got the highest point tally ever?
I knew it's going to be a home game.
He's just making stuff up at this point.
No. It's a home game. It was a home game at Stamford Bridge.
And we lost 11 in a row at the Emirates as well.
Listen, I knew. I came to Stamford Bridge.
You can't say you're bottling it until you actually come forward and say we're favorites to win the Premier League.
You're by far.
Of course, Arsenal are favourites. Arsenal favourites. Now, don't be pulling that face now when you were saying last week you're going to win the league. You're pulling that face now.
Let me not expose Igal. Igal called me. I was driving to Bristol. Igal goes, I think we're winning the league. I think we're favourites. I think we're taking it. Are you telling me this? And that was before the Everton game. And we faced the Everton. He must have been confident. He thought, you got that Brighton win. And it was only Newcastle. And he go, when I seen you getting that nil point, 1 point. Yeah. When you got that 1 point, I came to Bice's team. And I told Bice, Stamford Bridge, I'll always get 3 points. Bice, I get 3 points at Stamford Bridge. I've been winning there for years. I'm not scared of Stamford Bridge. I'm not scared of Stamford Bridge. Listen, last year 1-0, the year before that 2-0, before that we beat them. We beat them. It's easy. Stamford Bridge is easy. I knew straight away when I went to Stamford Bridge. When I went to Stamford Bridge, Bice, I don't fear your team in Stamford Bridge. It was guaranteed. We walked there and we got a 3-point Bice. I'm guaranteed there, Bice. You can come with all the excuses you want.
So the smash and grab football you don't want to talk about.
Bice, you got another beating. You're lying 10th. You're not
has lost as many games as Chelsea have since October 19th.
Bice should be on a podcast with Brentford fans and Fulham fans talking about who's gonna finish top 8 or something. Bice, you should be on a different podcast with Brentford fans. Bice, you can't come up with all the excuses.
Crystal Palace, we forgot them as well, Hamza. They're in the battle for 8th.
Yeah. I feel sorry for them. Listen, I feel sorry. Listen, but Chelsea were poor. Chelsea were poor, like completely. Listen, yeah, people say Chelsea, and I want to sit. People say, "Oh, you can go, you can never." I want to sit with Chelsea fans. Yeah, all those singing, Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. You'll never sing that. Chelsea, Chelsea. Champions of Europe, you never, bro. They chanted, but they will not get the victory. I knew it. We walked there. I took the 3 point. I'm biased. I'm chasing Arsenal to the league title now, and I'm going to Old Trafford, and that's another ground. I guarantee 3 points, easy. Yeah, you know it. I don't feel.
Say it again.
At Old Trafford, it's never been the same after what Mancini did there. 6-1. We get our 3 points at Old Trafford. Easy. With Eric Ten Hag. Nah, easy, man. I'll get my 3 points. 3 points. Okay. 3 points.
So before we go any further, I just want to point out, for the record, Arsenal is still 5 points clear. Yes, Hamza beat Chelsea, which he already expected. Yes, Arsenal drew versus Newcastle, which happened. And now, I think this is a good segue to the Arsenal-Newcastle game. Was anybody surprised that Arsenal drew against Newcastle? No.
Not really.
No,
not really.
Because Newcastle were really good defensively, and they played a lot more negative than they usually do.
No, they played exactly the same. It's just
no, they did. No, we did not.
Listen, no, Steve. In the big games this season, yeah, you lined up with a mid block, which you could transform into a lower block.
3-3.
I thought you pressed quite high, but it's just Arsenal beat the press because Zinchenko played very well, and then you dropped off a little bit. I think you had the same intention to go high, but I think Arsenal playing through you in the press, they did well to play through the press at the beginning. Do you know?
Yeah, and then Botman and Shar were just excellent. I thought Dan Burn, there were moments where Saka skinned him, but for the most part, Dan Burn played extremely well. Trippier did a lot of defensive due diligence as well. I thought
Saka was very quiet.
Yep, I did, and obviously Dan Burn and Willock also did a number on him as well.
I thought Willock had a good game, strong game.
So yeah, I was surprised, and why I was surprised is because we have lost 11 straight to you guys at the Emirates. 11. The only streak that you have where you beat more teams in a consecutive fashion, you beat Stoke 16 times in a row at the Emirates. Second on that list is Newcastle. So we broke.
Sorry.
Also, so one bit of abuse for Bison, you block him. Like I've been on the rack with this. This man has been doxing my address. One little bit of abuse for Bison. He's like, oh, gotta ban Jack Napier. Can't be having that. I saw the stream of nonsense he was tweeting. One tweet against Bice, man's blocked.
That's what happens when you're a rich boy, bro. That's what happens when you're a rich boy. Racks, take notes, bro. This is how rich boys behave.
I know you're joking, Jay, but let's
I'm just I'm playing with you, guys. Come on, man. Let's
get back to the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
Fuck the refereeing decisions for a second, because we already know the refereeing decisions were refereeing decisions. The FA
They're
charging
both teams. Both teams are
FA charging. Yeah, they're bad for both teams, and definitely deserve the penalty, at least one. But hey, it is what it is.
They charged you, haven't they? Right? They charged you about your conduct in that game.
Apparently intimidating the referee.
Absolute joke. By the way,
it's not. Your players were out of order, Igal. What do you mean?
One second. They've also charged Klopp. They've also charged Pep, and they've also charged what do you call it? Another thing. They've charged all the teams. They've charged all the teams this season that have been wound up and rattled by Newcastle. Newcastle, the way they play, they rattle people. That's the
reality. We are the Northeast bastards.
Sure, but they're not doing anything.
Newcastle with a Saudi budget, just Burnley on steroids, aren't you?
No, but then we played good football.
Rattled a lot of people.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, that has to be part of the way Eddie Howe has been. Look, you know what? All you people, and I'm not saying you guys, but I'm just saying all these people saying that we're disappointed Eddie Howe, saying, "Oh, defensively he's not that good." Well, how come we conceded 11 goals?
No, you're a good side. Like, you're a good side.
Eddie Howe has absolutely when he when Bournemouth went down, he took a lot of time to improve as a manager. Went with Diego Simeone and studied a bit of what he does, the club culture and whatnot, and he also went to some rugby teams as well to see what the culture there is. And he did a lot of improvement on himself between Bournemouth. He didn't accept the Celtic job as the manager there. And he went to Newcastle. He's been on fire, man. So I'm excited. I think we'll get top four. I really do.
I was going to say there's a certain quality of manager who have rehabilitated themselves well. I put Howe in that bracket with a Marco Silva who's gone away. After it's not gone perfectly, they've added to their skill set. They've reviewed what's coming back.
Evolution.
And they've evolved. I think Marco Silva's next up for a big job, you know. I think the next big job that comes up, Marco Silva's name's going to be in the mix because what he's doing at Fulham is exceptional.
Yeah, I thought they were going to finish bottom, if I'm honest, but then bam.
I just want to say the charges from the FA. This is what they said. They said Arsenal have been charged E21 following the Premier League match between Newcastle. Can you guys see it on the screen?
No, there you go.
So the reason why they charged them was because they said they were. It wasn't Mikel Arteta's actions. It was these actions by speaking to the referee, gathering around him. There's even more pictures of. There's even more pictures of Arsenal players just gathering.
What was the one with the clowns? The one with the clowns.
Oh, the one with the clown. Exclusive photo of the meeting of Arsenal. Inevitable in dispute versus Newcastle.
Don't worry, the FBA charged Alan St. Maximin with the charge because he wore a Gucci headband once. So seriously, it's like, bro,
I'm just gonna bring it back. Newcastle played well. Give them respect. They've been the best team we faced this season at the Emirates. Defensively, they're really good. We should have done better. We didn't take our chance. We didn't take our 2 or 3 chances that we had.
And Pope won a point on the Nketiah save.
This is why. In order to pip City to the league, we still need to sign at least one more player, because I know Man City, they're not signing nobody. They're going like this until the summer. They don't care.
I don't know.
Man City are not signing.
We're not signing.
My thing. We'll get onto we'll get onto Arsenal in a second, because the thing is now your big games are coming. Your next 2 games, Tottenham away, United at home. Listen, Bice, we're not talking mid-table stuff.
You know what?
That's a Brentford and them mans. We're talking top 4 business.
One second. Jay, you're speaking as if you know what you're talking about for both teams.
That's a very polite way of telling me. You speak like you know what you're talking about, Jay. The fuck is that? You know what it go?
No. Hear me out.
That was a violation. You're
speaking as if you're trying to be impartial, but you're not.
I am impartial.
Because
the first
you just mentioned 2 teams. You just mentioned 2 teams, but guess what? I could show you guys both the fixtures for both clubs next to each other, and guess what? We both play the same teams in the next 2 games.
Yeah, I know.
So why mention it to us, but not them?
Because listen, bro, you're the ones who haven't been in this position before. Like,
you haven't.
Why are you
and you haven't had
injuries?
We're in a title race for 16.
Don't be shameless. You're the ones who need to prove that you can stick in the position, not City. City have been in numerous title challenges and shown that they've got. Well, no, they know what they're doing.
I only see 4 points for City and 4 points for Arsenal. 4 points for City, 4 points for Arsenal, right there.
Guess what, Jay? Tottenham and Manchester United for Man City is just as hard for that it is for Arsenal facing Manchester United.
I beg your pardon?
Listen, we might beat both of you. We're probably going to beat both of you. Let's not fuck about it. You know what I mean? Let's not fuck about it. Let's call a spade a spade. We're probably going to beat both your asses. You know what I mean?
Let's now, one second. Let's now look at the rest of the fixtures. Because if you guys don't realize, Arsenal play 5 games. Man City plays 6 games until the next game, which we face each other. So when we play each other,
the difference is Man City can afford to rotate players. You can't.
Bro, what do you mean rotate? Have you not seen these guys this season? They've been shit. Man City have been shit in comparison.
You're cheeky, gal. You're cheeky.
You're cheeky. You can't say they've been shit.
In comparison to what they have been.
Listen,
that's wild.
Shit,
you guys
not as good as us. But shit. Man said shit. Man just went
the thing is,
A to Z.
No. Igal, the thing is with you guys, you've not had any injuries. Everyone has had injuries, and you're gonna get it.
We haven't had injuries. Gabriel Jesus, Thomas Partey, Zinchenko.
No. Whoa.
These guys haven't had injuries. One player, they go. One player goes missing. And they cry.
Gabriel Jesus. I hear Gabriel Jesus. I'll hear it. I'll hear Gabriel Jesus. And don't tell me about the Thomas Partey. It was over for like 2 games.
Yeah. We had like 12.
Nah. You had minus 2 games, man. No way.
And also, you guys have been looking because you've not been killed in one position. I've not seen Arsenal lose all of their wingers, for example.
No way.
Like, as in, like, you get one injury in one position and one injury in another.
Imagine. Listen, everyone's had a centre back missing. Yeah, everyone's had a centre back missing. They haven't.
I haven't had a centre back missing. To be fair,
to be 100%
must be nice.
One second. To be 100% honest, Gabriel Jesus has been injured. Saka has missed the game.
One game.
I'm asking this genuinely.
One game for Saka, bro. Come on,
bro. Emil Smith-Rowe missed majority of the season.
Emil Smith-Rowe.
This is what
Emil Smith-Rowe's a baller. That is a huge miss, to be fair.
Listen,
what?
You're talking about squad depth. You're talking about squad depth. If Emil Smith-Rowe was in this team, he'd offer us more depth than what we have on the bench right now, which is nobody.
Exactly.
That is a reality.
But he's not a part of your first. You can't speak like Smith-Rowe was the first. He's not the first.
Hamza, what's your excuse? What's your excuse of
Listen. we've had injuries, yeah, and we've had centre back
What
missing and all
injuries?
that. Okay, let me go. So, 1 second. Ruben Diaz.
missed one game.
Pot calling the kettle
No.
black.
1
This is
second. Let me
ridiculous.
start. Ruben Diaz has missed 2-3 months. Stones was
God,
out until
yeah.
the England game, yeah. Kyle Walker was out, yeah. Ake was out for a month.
Calvin Phillips barely
No, 1
played.
second. Look at the thing. Laporte is out, yeah. He's been out for 2 months, yeah.
Yeah.
He's come back and he's now out again, yeah. We've had injuries, yeah, all the time, yeah. But we don't complain. We don't say, "Oh, you guys, Jesus is injured. Oh my God, the world has to know about it. Oh my God." Listen, the key thing is to us, yeah. Igor,
You started celebrating about
Igor.
injury. You're like,
the problem is no. Let's just make it clear. Leicester won the league being ahead. So there's no excuses. You being ahead like Leicester, and you don't win the league, and you come up after 3-4 months, you start saying, "Oh,
Nah.
we're new." No, you're not new to this game. Once you're ahead, no, Vice. If Leicester won a league with Danny Simpson, yeah, Robert
Nah,
Huth,
I'm there with you. I completely agree.
Drinkwater. No,
I completely agree.
Hamza,
There's no excuses. They can't make that excuse.
Robert Huth.
It's a joke.
Hamza,
And especially
Hamza.
Leicester, we thought Leicester would bottle it. Leicester went
Everybody
December
thought
ahead
Leicester
and they
would
never
bottle
bottled it.
I need you to actually go ahead and say Arsenal are favorites. Tweet it out. Say Arsenal are
He's
favorites.
been saying it.
I've been saying
You all say Arsenal favorites,
No.
you just don't hear it.
I need
You don't
you
want to
tweet it
listen.
out saying Arsenal are favorites, and then from there on, if we do lose the league, I'll say we bottled it. But at this moment in time,
Okay.
What do you think he's...
He
loses nothing by saying that. He loses nothing by saying that.
I've been doing the title charge.
He does.
The
He
title
knows he's not
charge
going to do
tracker
it.
since like October. Patrick said it. Patrick said, "Yo, if they beat Liverpool, I have to take them serious as title challengers." What happened? They beat Liverpool. I lie. Patrick was like, "All right, these guys are serious." Hamza said, "Yo, Bice, I have to see where they are by the World Cup." And
I said
then
it, yeah.
when by the World Cup, I'll make my judgment. He said,
I said
Bice,
Chelsea away. If they
he
beat
said,
Chelsea away,
he
they're
he said, "Yo, these guys are actually serious. Liverpool look unserious. These guys are favorites. They're going into the World Cup with." Yeah, he's been saying.
I've been saying from August.
Everybody's been saying.
I backed your team. I said you're young, enthusiastic. Least players going to the World Cup. Yeah, a lot of your players ain't gonna go far, and they're not important for national teams. They're not important. They're not carrying play. They don't. Your players are just Saliba.
The only key player for the national team out of your squad is Granit Xhaka and Saka, bro.
Zinchenko's fine. Tomiyasu goes.
But let me say this, Hamza.
Tomiyasu was sitting on the bench for Japan at one point. Tomiyasu was sitting on the bench for Japan.
Hamza, Man City.
Bro, I was praying Tomiyasu plays. I look at Tomiyasu, he's on the bench for Japan. I'm thinking, this is a joke. See, this is what I'm saying.
Hamza, you don't have to tweet it out. Pablo's here. He's going to clip it. You say Arsenal favorites to win the Premier League.
Listen, Arsenal are favorites to win the league. There's no doubt about it. You're ahead. You're 5 points clear. You're playing Europa League. We're playing Champions League, an important European competition that we need to win.
Europa League.
We've been ranked number 1 in Europe. Yeah, number 1. We have to deliver the Champions League. I have to deliver the Champions League like that. I have to lift it up. I have to lift it like that. You see, that's what you got. I'm under pressure. I have to win the league and the Champions League. That's hard. That's going to be hard.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say this. I believe Arsenal's going to win it. And the reason why I believe we're going to win it is because Manchester City, this whole
you have to say your favourites. You have to make yourself full screen.
1 minute,
full
1 minute, 8 seconds and 48 minutes. 1 hour,
go on,
8 minutes, 44 seconds. Let's go.
You made
Fair enough.
Okay, go ahead.
At this moment in time, we are 5 points.
This moment in time.
We are favorites over Manchester City to win the Premier League. Reason being, we are currently a team that have only dropped points 3 times this whole entire season, and I don't see us continually dropping points week in, week out to give them to bridge this gap. The only thing is, what the hell?
No way.
If we now lose to Manchester City away or at home, It changes everything. We need to make sure you
What
don't
the
pick
fuck?
up 6 points against Leeds this season.
Did you just say results change the result? This guy just said results change the results.
Yo,
Can't
stop
believe
trying
it.
to leave yourself
I'm done.
obvious
I'm done.
escape
I'm just gonna
routes,
say
bro.
this. I'm just gonna say this. I believe Arsenal can win this Premier League. We just need to go and sign one more attacker.
You know what? You know the thing is, no, don't full screen it, because you know what he did at the end of the last stream I was on. He said Arsenal are winning the league, and I have it clipped. So you can't say no more.
Yeah,
I believe we are. I believe we're going to win the Premier League. The reason being, Manchester City this season don't have the hunger. They don't have the desire. They don't have that. They don't have. They don't
These
have
guys
the
are
team.
Champions League
They don't
focused.
have the
These
team.
guys are cooking.
They don't have the team. They don't have the team that looks like they're going to every single week go and fight for it. Where Arsenal, we haven't won the league in 19 years. We have the hunger. These young players are looking to accomplish something special. Similar to Liverpool when they first won their Premier League a couple years ago. You could see that that Man City started to fall off. Man City were a little bit less, were less of what they were. And at this moment in time, I'm seeing the similarities between that city and this city, where they're defensively, they're not as solid. They're conceding to almost every team that they play against nowadays. And they're,
to be fair, they're outscoring them as well.
Yeah, let them
outscore. But defenses win you leagues. And Arsenal's defense has been better than Man City's. When it comes to their attack, has been just marginally better than us, right? And overall,
marginally way better.
No, it hasn't. And a lot of your players,
we got guys scoring 21 league goals. You guys,
and a lot of your players,
you got Brazilian Lacazette.
Hamza,
a
lot of your players this season have been performing. But yeah, let's now move on to Tottenham.
I was gonna stake my claim about Newcastle.
Tottenham, man. They have to do this.
Sorry, Steve.
No, let me stake my claim. Let me go full screen because I got to state my claim about Newcastle top 4. Because all right, look, people.
Can you turn the light off?
You're having an epileptic fit, Steve.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Steve.
I'm joking. Go on, Steve.
Yo, Steve is having a party over there.
Of course, it's always a good party.
Let's get Steve up full screen. Let's get him up full screen.
All right, hold on. All right, let's not put my psychedelics away. All right, there. Now we go. All right, look. As simple as this, folks. Newcastle United are making top 4 because we are fucking massive. There you go. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say.
Crazy.
That's all I gotta say.
Crazy. I had them getting European football.
Okay.
Arsenal's going to win the Premier League.
I had them getting European football.
Question.
I think logically it makes sense. If you say Newcastle,
give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, Igal.
One second. I have a question for you guys. What if that happens? If Newcastle get top 4 and Arsenal win the league, which is the biggest surprise this season? Newcastle getting top 4, Arsenal winning the league.
Arsenal winning the league.
But a surprise.
I
didn't expect to be here, but I also didn't expect.
At the beginning of the season, Arsenal was viewed as a top 4 contender.
Rocks.
Yeah.
Going into the season, Rocks. If I told you that the 1st of January, right? No, today's the what? The 5th or the 6th? Today's the 5th, right? The 5th of January, Arsenal will be 5 points clear at the top of the league. City second and Liverpool outside the top 4. Would you believe me?
No, that'd be wild. No, listen, absolutely. Arsenal winning the league is crazy unexpected. But Newcastle all getting 4th as well it's crazy unexpected.
I had them.
Both of our
anywhere
Arsenal and Newcastle are overachieving by about.
Guys,
remember, I told you guys they're getting top 8 this season.
Manchester City added Haaland to the ranks, and Arsenal win the Premier League. People are going to be like, what the fuck?
And also, Newcastle getting top 4 while everyone else strengthened.
Haaland has 2 goals off last season's
I need to tell Hamza something. Hamza, you are absolutely out of hand. If Arsenal win the Premier League, it's only one club's fault. Manchester City.
No. Listen.
Not Liverpool, not City, not Tottenham, not Newcastle, not anybody else. And
it's
also, 2
teams, bro. It's City and Liverpool, bro. I blame those 2 guys, bro. I don't even blame Liverpool. I just blame Klopp, bro. This guy's a dickhead, bro.
Every team in the Premier League, every team in the Premier League guys, every team in the Premier League wants Arsenal to win this Premier League, except for Chelsea and Tottenham. Every other team besides Man City, Chelsea, and Tottenham want Arsenal to win this Premier League. Hamza, you think everyone is rolling for Man City to win over Arsenal? Liverpool are not rooting for Man City to win over Arsenal.
They do.
Why would Liverpool want Arsenal to win?
Liverpool don't want Arsenal.
Bro,
Newcastle
no one
fans
likes
want
you
to
guys,
win.
bro. This
It's Arsenal. even
I
some
don't
Chelsea
think
fans.
you guys know what, bro. You guys don't.
I don't think Hamza really cares that nobody.
Let me tell you.
I don't think he cares.
Yo, Rax, listen, we talk about Liverpool fans all the time. And we know they like to make it about them. Everything leads back to Liverpool at the end of the day. But let's be real, bro. The Arsenal fans that have come out of the woodwork the past few months, it has been disgusting. No one likes these guys, bro.
No.
Somebody was saying,
no
does
like
Mbappe get into
they
our
hate
team?
Arsenal. They
Somebody
can't
was
stand
saying,
Arsenal.
they're saying Mbappe is coming. Neymar is on the... What?
They're opening a space saying, when can we stop winning?
When can we stop? When will we stop winning, bro?
What are you buying? What are you guys? How are you gonna dress when we're gonna lift the league down? They're opening spaces, bro. How are you gonna?
When are you
Let these guys enjoy their time, man.
Pablo, let me tell Pablo. One second.
Man,
let me just tell Pablo
I
something.
do not condone cap spaces on my channel. Allow it. Let Cap's my guy.
Listen,
let's not
I
talk
like Cap.
about
I like Cap.
let me tell you. Let me just tell Pablo. Clip this, yeah. Clip this. This is an important, yeah. Listen,
bro, we're clipping a lot.
Champions League. Listen, City under pressure, yeah. City under pressure. We're expected to win, yeah. We've got two major trophies. That's the Premier League, yeah, and that's the Champions League. The difference is this is an empty bottle Premier League. I've won it. I can throw it away. But if I lift that Champions League, it's all over for everyone, including Real Madrid fans. I'm finishing them. Once I lift the Champions League, it's finished. No one can chat to me. I've completed football. You go. So if I win the Champions League, you can say whatever you want. I'm done.
Hamza, Arsenal's going to win the Champions League before Man City.
Huh?
No.
Whoa, what?
That's a fact.
I don't know about that. I mean,
I honestly will tell you right now.
Yeah, you got a Casey Gal, actually.
Let me take my depression blanket off.
Hamza, you can keep this up. You can post it on your Twitter. I don't care. Arsenal will win the friggin' Champions League before Manchester City ever lifts.
Never.
I
will never allow that to happen.
That's so cheeky, Gal. You've not played in the Champions League for 6 years.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm telling you now.
I have been saying this even when we were losing 5-0 to Man City.
No,
This is crazy.
When Manchester City were in the Champions League final against Chelsea, you weren't saying Arsenal are going to be winning this before Man City do. Come on,
no,
bro.
I was cheering for Man City to lift their first Champions League, but since they bottled it against Chelsea and Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, and they gave these guys a living, personally, I look at Manchester City as the biggest bottle drop in world football in that competition at this moment in time.
Have you seen Tottenham, bro?
Won Premier League. Once again, Man City have won Premier League after Premier League after Premier League, and they continuously get this close to touching the Champions League, and what happens? Boom, it slips away from them. I don't want to say. I don't want to hear
crazy, bro.
I don't want to hear excuses.
Let me say,
I don't hear nothing.
You cannot. 1 second. In Europe, let me tell you something. It's a fact. Yeah, you've played Europa League against Galatasaray in '99. You lost in the final.
They had Haji to be.
You went to UEFA Cup against Chelsea. You bottled it. You went to the Champions League final. You bottled it. You're the biggest bottle in Europe history. You bottled 3 finals. I've only bottled 1. Give me 2 more chances. You see, give me 2 more chances. You bottled 3. I bottled 1.
Only fair. It's fair.
Give me 3. Give me 3 finals. I guarantee I'm bringing 2 home.
1 second. How many years have Man City arguably been one of the best teams based off in the world? Jay.
3 years, 2-3 years.
I mean, like,
Real Madrid.
I'm just saying, to be fair to City, one of those years they got drawn against the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. So, like, obviously, like, you know, like, give them a pass, you know. Listen, Champions League is not. It's they've been unlucky. City have been very unlucky in the Champions League, man. They've been unlucky. Come on, agenda is unlucky. They've been unlucky.
I think the only thing we can say at this point is we have to speak about the Tottenham team that performed well this weekend. We got to move them. Hamza,
4 goals.
Those guys are like this, bro.
Hamza, me and you, we're gonna have a designated stream. Bro. We're gonna have a designated stream where we have a conversation, just me and you. We have
listen, we can have a conversation right. We can have a conversation right here, you know, because it's time for the North London derby next week, isn't it? It's that time. It's that time. So before we go and do what we do against City every year, you know,
beat them.
I'm sorry, like we're gonna be fair because we're gonna take from Peter and we're gonna give it to Paul. So, you know, obviously we're gonna take some points.
Wait, Jay, are you sure you want to beat Man City and hand Arsenal the title?
No, listen, the thing is that if Arsenal win the league, they'll have deserved it. Yeah, we can't be having that defeatist attitude. We've got our own targets. We've got our own targets this season.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, morally, don't you feel a bit weird?
Do you agree or disagree with Patrick? Do you agree or do you disagree with Patrick's take where he said this right here? Let me play it.
Oh Jesus! Today, man, that's all
I need City to go there and clean up. I'm so shameless. This season, I will happily say that I hope City beat us twice, just so that they can get the jump on you lot. We can pick up points in the other games. I hope City beat us twice. So
what's happening to these?
No, I can't co-sign that.
See? I knew that there was someone that was gonna say something like that.
No, I'm not.
You gotta see the logic. Yeah,
that's not my, like, the thing is like
what will be like, this is actually different.
Listen, the worst for the rival is Arsenal winning the league, Man City winning the Champions League, Tottenham winning the FA Cup, and Newcastle winning the Carling Cup.
Like the best.
If Tottenham win anything, we're all in the
Hold on. The best case scenario for me coming up is
Newcastle treble.
No. City beat United. We beat Arsenal. Then we beat City, and United beat Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? So that's the best case scenario for me. So it can be after the end of those 2 games that City are 3 points closer to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? And that's good for me. I'm happy with that. And we win our games. So there's no way I'm going into these games being like,
Jay, that's not very entertaining, isn't it, mate?
Pardon?
It's not very entertaining. Come on.
Jay, you understand?
Bro, the thing is they'll clip this instead. And Arsenal Gal's right. They've only lost points a few occasions this season. But this is a derby, you know? And it's a fucking derby, and there's no way. You said, and I mean, there's no way on God's green earth, that we can allow, Arsenal to win at our stadium. There's no way. Listen,
you guys have won how many games in a row against them at home?
Bro, Arsenal might try a thing. I'm just saying, Arsenal might try a thing. We have to beat them. Like, there's no.
How do you want Spurs to play in that game? By the way, do you want them to be on the front foot, or do you want to just?
I want us to win. Do you know what I mean? That's it. I want us to the way that Newcastle played against Arsenal is a good blueprint. Like,
frustrate them. It's a mental.
We can be more decisive on the break than you. Like, as in, in that moment. But we have to play no mistake football, and that's a different. Like, if we play Arsenal. If we play Arsenal and we don't make a mistake that leads to a goal, we'll beat them, in my opinion.
Do you really think Newcastle gave a blueprint of how to get points off Arsenal? Do you think?
I think for Newcastle, they had 3 in midfield, and they ran hard.
Longstaff, Bruno,
and they gave him questions the other way. And once you give him questions the other way,
we're not Crystal Palace. Bro,
listen. You're the best team in the league this season thus far. I'm okay to say that. I don't need to cry about that. But the thing is that I'm saying you're coming to our stadium, and you have an opportunity to win the league. Yeah. So our team must stop you in this game that we have the opportunity to. I don't want to hear any Tottenham fan or any Tottenham player moaning about it if we don't take 3 points. We have to. It's a huge game for us.
Bro, I've heard this before.
Bro, listen, Bice, with all due respect, you're 10th, and we're trying to do our thing here. So with all due respect, we listen to your violins, like world's smallest violin when we're talking about Chelsea. You're the only team that gets passes on rebuilds. When's the last time you guys broke 80 points, for fuck's sake, Bice? You're
won the league.
Bro, you're a cup
You're
side.
a good cup team. Chelsea are a good cup team.
You're a cup side, bro. You're a cup side, and you're no better in the league than Spurs. In fact, you're considerably worse.
Excuse me?
Bro.
What?
Bro, listen, yeah.
Excuse me?
Say that again.
Bro, listen. I'm saying,
guys. Let Jay have his moment, and let's understand.
Bro,
team one.
What moment?
He's gonna be moving like Nicki Minaj soon. So
bro, listen, guys. With all due respect, like I said, you're a very good
for life, bro. He ain't Nicki
Minaj. You're a very good cup side, bro.
One thing Jay was 100% categorically right. Vice, you owe him an apology. Newcastle are categorically better than Chelsea.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that shit.
No, not. Do you remember how you
told you, bro? End of the season. Chelsea at the end of the year.
Better than Chelsea. Remember how you spoke to me?
I told you, bro. These guys, they're not.
Of course, they're better than you. They're considerably better than you.
We beat you guys as well.
These guys are overachieving.
Bro,
drastically.
Listen, I told you.
Drastically overachieving.
Bro,
you can't say it's a lie. And I like Newcastle. I respect the build. I love what he's doing. I love the signings. Their quality for money. Everything. We can't even accuse them of splashing cash because they've spent it so wisely and meaningfully. We can't even accuse them of splashing cash. When I was saying, Trippier's a nice, let's just get that as some decent cover. United was saying, you know what I mean, not looking at him. And no, they got him, Bruno G. They got Sven Botman, who your manager turned down Sven Botman, remember? And
my manager
J. And turned down King Min.
Bro, listen, we got eyes on Gavadio. We got eyes on Bastoni. We know who we're trying to get.
We know the Bastoni.
We know who we're trying to get, bro. So anyway, we're not out here buying random French. We're not out here buying random tall Frenchmen to play defense. That's what you're doing at Chelsea.
Great. I'm happy for
million on bodies.
Don't tell me that.
I want Betty's team is quality.
No, I respect Newcastle. They deserve to be where they are. Fine, everybody else has been messing up. Fine. At this moment in time, at this moment in time, Newcastle United are playing better football than Chelsea Football Club and are currently better than us.
Perfect. Perfect.
At least he's honest. At least he's honest.
Exactly. What do you mean at least he's honest? He argued with me for 20 minutes at the time I said it. After honest, he hasn't apologized.
Hey, it takes a minute.
Where's my
step back and think about
it? Let me get my depression.
I'm gonna ask.
Listen, man, let's get back to Tottenham.
You're a Celtics fan,
bro. Let's get back to Tottenham.
Hamza, you played Tottenham twice. Are you confident against them? He's not there.
Hamza's eating his pasta and banana, man.
Yeah, but listen, let me just talk on Tottenham for a second, because by so eloquently but rudely interrupted me. The thing about Spurs at the moment is like we need
snooze fest, huh?
Bro, listen, we're actually trying to build something. We're not just spending monopoly money on random guys on Football Manager. Do you know what I mean?
Remember, you guys told me I wouldn't spend over 100 million. I'm over exceeding my expected piece per player, bro. It's ridiculous.
What I'm trying to say is
PPP.
Yes, sir.
No, hold on, but let me just make my point.
XPPP, bro.
Right. All I'm trying to say about Spurs is like I'm happy with what the direction that Spurs are going, the kind of players that Spurs are buying. what they've done over the last 2/3 windows. Yeah, Romero, Kulusevski, Bentancur, Udogie, Perisic, Spence, Bizuma, Richarlison,
Fraser Forster.
Bro, Fraser Forster, yeah, absolutely. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, guys, you're laughing. You're spending
Emerson Royale.
Right. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is you can laugh it up, bro. But
Fraser Forster's a decent backup. I'll give you.
No. But my point is you guys aren't really letting me land my point because you're letting this guy's spent. Hold on, these guys have spent 300 and something million. They're like 10 points behind us in the league, and they're laughing about our signings. He's laughing about our signings that are contributing to what we're doing this season.
Fair enough.
Like, listen, all I'm trying to say here is Spurs are like, if you're gonna try and build something, I like what Arsenal have done because they added pieces to the first team and they improved. Like the whole floor of the team improved. Yeah. Now Spurs bolstered the squad. Yeah, it's not a great squad, but it's all right. But if Spurs now, bro, listen, everyone knows left-sided centre back, right-sided centre back, right wing back. Spurs.
I thought Romero plays more off the right.
Well, he can move centrally if you get
central as well.
Yeah, so for me, it's like Spurs are 3 signings away from seriously.
What happened to goalkeeper?
We need a goalkeeper.
Are you worried about Heung-min Son's form? Because I personally haven't.
Well, listen, we got Richarlison, who
plays
top 10 striker in the world.
Exactly.
Would you take Marcus Thuram?
Exactly. Like, listen, and would I take who?
No,
Marcus Thuram.
No. Because the thing is like Spurs have got a good mix of players that are good to very good.
Because I think Son needs competition.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like Spurs have got good youngsters that like have good high level profiles that they can grow to, and they've also got a good squad at the moment too. So for me, Spurs are not far away. They need some the Brentford the Palace win was important because we needed to win, and I just think we'll show what we're made of in these next 2 games. Like, I expect a big performance against Arsenal.
Right.
Let's see what
we need to win.
You should win.
I think we got a good chance, guys. I think we got. I don't see why not.
I personally think it's too early. There's still the midweek games that we the games before that.
It's an FA Cup, man. We play next week, bro.
You play? Aren't you in the League Cup still? No, you're out. You're out. My bad.
We're playing next Thursday. We're playing next Thursday. Well, you and us are playing next Thursday.
No, we're not playing on Thursday. We're playing on a Friday.
Chelsea Fulham is on next Thursday.
I have to watch these guys again play football.
We're playing on a Saturday. We're playing on a Saturday.
Oh, next Sunday. We're playing what next weekend? Is it? Sorry.
Well, we've got FA Cup this weekend.
Not this weekend, next weekend. But yo, guys, one more thing. Rakesh is gonna have to go. We're all gonna have to go. So we're gonna wrap.
Should we make predictions real quick about all our clubs?
Before we do, no, we're gonna do predictions and everything later on. Right now, there's no point.
Cool.
Manchester United. Do you have anything to say on Manchester United? Hamza, you gotta go.
Those guys, I'll have to say about United is
Hamza, you got Man United next. Are you worried?
I'm going to the game again. When I turn up to the game, I'm guaranteed. Chelsea yesterday, I was there. That easy, but bro, don't worry about it. United today against Everton, you saw that. You saw how fluky they are. Listen, United, I'm not scared. Old Trafford is not that ground that used to be scary to me. I think it's a guaranteed easy 3 points against United. We have to work hard, but we've got the talent there, bro. We've got the talent. Listen, and this season, Bice, I told you about my Grealish guy.
Jesus Christ, I hope you wouldn't bring him up, bro. Fuck.
Grealish has been absolutely impressive. He's been one of our
absolutely impressive. That's
listen,
that's a stretch, bro. You know it, man.
Listen. The problem with City, they don't have a left back who can overlap Grealish. And I said it before. He takes on players. Yeah. He's not scared. He carries the ball. He does everything that I've seen Luis Figo have by English version.
Stop with this Figo comparison,
one or two players. He beats the players. Look when he came on. Look when he came on against Chelsea. Look what he did against Chelsea. What did he do to Chelsea? But he killed you at Carling Cup. He killed you yesterday again when he came on. And this is a player you've disrespected.
Okay.
I'm so happy Grealish is gonna get the game.
All right, let me
You know who
let me
Grealish
stop here.
disrespected?
Grealish, my boy, man.
Guys. This is supposed to be the Manchester United segment, not Man City, Manchester United only.
Alright,
Yeah,
first, let me just say what I have to say about United. I warned each and every one of you in the summer. I told you guys all these guys need was direction, a defensive midfielder, and some actual fucking pride.
Footballers.
And what did they do? They got the defender, they got the defensive midfielder, and they got more than enough pride and confidence in themselves. Marcus Rashford is scoring again.
He's on fire. Yeah.
He's scoring again. You remember what this kid was doing a couple years ago, bro? This guy was annoying. Now he's back. Now I have to worry about Casemiro on form. Assists. Is this what he's doing now?
Yeah.
Is this what he's doing now?
It's Manchester United.
Bro, I know it's still United. I understand.
Blazers FC. Can't take
But
him.
let's just be honest and just put some respect on Eric Ten Hag's name.
He's
The
fantastic.
guy's doing a fantastic job.
No, he hasn't played. He's only beaten small teams. Listen, he struggled against
He beat Arsenal.
Yeah, listen.
Oh,
he
yo,
struggled
Jay, you're gonna
against
say
Arsenal.
They beat
A win, though.
No,
A win's
he
a
got-
win.
he got-
He called
against
him a small
City.
team.
Yeah,
He called
he
Tottenham
got-
a small team.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, we're not big,
What
we're
are
not a
you doing?
huge team. I mean, listen, I like Hamza,
No.
so I'm sure he misspoke. So I ain't really got to stress about
Hamza,
it.
you wanna-
I ain't gonna beef him. Nice guy, lovely
You're
guy.
only giving me
No reason to be
It's
stressful
fair,
with
that's
Hamza. You know, that was
Hamza, they beat Liverpool. Look, they beat every one of our teams at the top row here: Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham. So what are you talking about?
This is the weakest Liverpool. This is the weakest Liverpool team that lost to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, they beat Arsenal by smash and grab, and they were lucky because Martinelli scored an onside goal. We thumped them 6, and it should have been
Yo,
8.
that Nottingham
8-1.
Forest
It should have been
lost hit
8-1.
like
They
crap.
struggled against Brentford. They struggled
But the
against
thing is,
Villa.
listen, we just need to be careful. We just need to be careful, Hamza, because we do need to flip back when they play Arsenal the following week. Do you know?
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean? So
backing them that day.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? We can't kick their ass too much when you're describing them in the build-up. Do you know what I mean? Because
wait, Hamza,
Yeah.
you're backing Manchester United next week.
Nah.
against Arsenal, you're not backing them.
No way. I can't support my rival. I have class. I'll never support my rival.
You sure? You think Arsenal
Nah,
dropping
I don't.
points?
I
though?
don't. Listen,
Do you think Arsenal dropping points to United? Though?
I grew up hating United. Yeah,
I
so
thought
much.
I was
I'll
gonna
never-
catch him out because Hamza did a whole video.
No, bro.
Oh, we're gonna.
This
find
guy
out
will
who the real
support
Arsenal
any other
fans
club
are.
except United, bro.
I hate United so much.
Hamza,
That's
I thought I was gonna catch you out.
Me
because
too.
You literally just a couple seconds ago said, "Oh yeah, next week I'm gonna have to root for."
No, he was talking about Liverpool still. He said when
Liverpool.
they play Arsenal, he's going to have to support it.
Okay, so
I hate
you're
United.
Liverpool.
No, Liverpool, yeah, 100%.
All right, no worries. Everyone, love and respect. Honestly, the show has been chaotic. My apologies. We haven't even spoken about Michaela, Mudryk, and Felix. Long story
Please,
short,
let's
I'm
not even bring up that
gonna have to
twerker,
do
bro.
another video on that tomorrow. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day.
Was
Honestly,
Mudryk going Chelsea?
thank you.
No, he's not.
Thank you.
Mudryk to Chelsea.
No,
You missed it.
Seriously?
You missed it.
No.
You missed it. We
No.
spoke about Chelsea. Wallahi.
He's going Mudryk to Chelsea.
What?
Mudryk is going Chelsea.
No.
Oh, okay.
Kill it.
What are you talking about?
No, someone said Mudryk's going Chelsea. That's what I heard. Done deal.
No.
Why are you listening to
It was a
YouTube
go.
comments?
It was Igal.
Listen.
Igal said it.
Love and respect everyone in the
let's
chat.
just end
Honestly,
it, man.
this stream has been chaotic. I haven't been able to control it. My apologies. You guys have yourselves a good day.